Right. Okay. Uh, okay, guys. Good evening, and we'll come back. Let's start the class. Today, I'm going to do an extra cover up class to cover the last Saturday class because last Saturday I couldn't do the class. That's why I'm going to do and cover up class today, right? So, up to now, I think we have finished up to 2017 as I can remember, right? So, past paper discussions, right? So up to now, I have finished 2017, correct? So today we need to go with 2016 past paper, right? So again, go the Nidhimata in 8:30, 10:30. I did one class for 2027. Now it's in here, right? Okay. Also morning time, I was at the school, right? So, right. So let's do 2016, right? So question number 5 and 36. Let's go to the 2016, question number 5. 5 accounting process. Yes. Okay. So question number 5. Let's see. Right. What is the which of the following statement is correct? Uh, uh, in which of the following statement is correct in relation to the accounting process of the firm? The petty cash book is also uh, stated as a ledger account of the firm, used as a ledger account of the firm. All source document was are prepared by the accountant of the firm. That is incorrect, right? Uh, right. And mata humble gathering humble, right? So okay. So in here, right? Uh, all the things are not prepared by the accountant. There's no any thing. Then the purchase journal is used to record all the assets purchase on credit basis. Purchase journal we used to record only the credit basis stocks purchases. Wrong. So the agreement of the trial balance of the firm confirm the accuracy of its accounting process. Trial balance agreed doesn't mean accounting process is 100% perfect. There can be errors. The summarized information relating to credit sales of goods is recorded in the debtor control account. Summarized information to credit sale of goods is recorded in the debtor control account. So in here, I think all 1 and 5 are correct. Yes. In the if you write either 1 or 5, so in fifth one, if you underline either number 1 or number 5, they will give you marks, right? Because 5 is also right. Then number 38. 38. Let's do the 38. Right. For each item below, state the element of financial statements in which it is recognized. So A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D. Let's see. Retained earnings means profit we keep. So in the business without giving it to the distribute it among the shareholders. We will earn in company accounts. it categorizing under equity, right? B, interest receivable. If we receivable something, we categorize under assets. C, loss on sale of office equipment. It is an expense. If we earn profit through selling asset, it is an income, right? So just remember, selling asset is just not an income or expense, but if there's a profit, when it comes to this the term we call as disposal. When it comes to disposal, there is a process. First we take the cost, accumulated depreciation and everything. So in the disposal process, if we take and in the disposal, if we got any income, sorry, if we got any profit, it is an income. In the process of disposal, if we got any loss, it concern as an expense, right? Next one, provision for warranty. So you know about the warranty period, right? So if we, when we made a provision, which means it's a liability. Why? Once the customers comes back, we need to pay that warranty, claim that warranty. So till that we concern it as a liability. Then in future, don't. So I think that is the whole of the things related to the first paper. Then question number 4 in the second paper. Did we discuss everything in here in last paper? I think there was a one pending thing as well, as I can, well, let me, in 2000 2015, right? No, 2000, this is 2017, 2007, 17 second paper. As I can remember, there was one pending. uh, I didn't discuss this 4A. Can you just check and tell me what is the thing I have done? ඔගොල්ලෝ මේක අපි කරාද ළම? මේක මං කරාද ඔයගලන්ට? මට මතකයි I did this one. No, I did this one. මං B කරාද? මොකද්ද මං කරේ 2017 වල? B part. Sorry? We did B part. මම මේ B එක කරානේ. ඒක කරේ නැද්ද? ඒක ඒක කරේනේ? එවුන්නේ නැහැ. නෑ සර්. නෑනේ. ඒක ඇත්තට මේකට අදාළ නෑ. actually. ඒක මං කරේ නෑනේ. right. අවුලක් නෑ. මේක කරලා time තිබ්බොත් මේකට යන්න. right. Okay, let's do the question number 4. There's a manufacturing thing as well. Sir, සඳිල්ලහන කවද්ද ක්ලාස් තියෙන්නේ කියලා. දැන්ද නේද? මේ අදද ක්ලාස් තියෙන්නේ කියලා අහනවා. Right. Okay. So in here there's a manufacturing account as well. But now you can do it because I have done the manufacturing account as well. Okay. So shall we do it? Yes, I did the manufacturing account as well. So what are the pending things in here? In here The following accounts in the ledger using T4 format for the month of April 2016: sales, debtor control, raw material purchase, credit control, advance payments, manufacturing account, income statement, value of the items using items as at 30th April 2006. Since recently I have finished the manufacturing account, shall we do the full thing? Okay, right? Since recently I have done the manufacturing accounts, let's do the full thing. This is for what are the section I asked you? Oh, B ද මම කරන්න කියලා තියෙන්නේ. Oh, B ද බල. Oh, A
ඔව්
නෙමෙයි.
සර්.
Oh,
OB
oh, B කියන්නේ 4B. There's nothing called 4B නේද? 4 එකේ එකයිනේ තියෙන්නේ. ආයෙ කෙලින්ම 5 එක තියෙන්නේ.
සර් මේ කලින් OB කරේ කලින්
ඒවල 2016 නේ, just wait. 2016. Oh, number 1. Oh, number 1. 4 එකේ මම දාලා තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේක විතරක්. but we can අපි මෙහෙම කරමු. අපි මේකත් කළා 2017 අපි කලින් පේපර් එකේ EP PDF එකත් කරමු. හරිද? right? මොකද මම මේ හැම එකේම එක කරන්නේ. right? So let's do the question number 4. right? So I'm going to erase it. Second paper. Right? Okay. So Dimuthu commenced a manufacturing business on 1st April 2006, investing 900,000 his personal savings. The summary of transactions carried out during the month of April 2016 given below. So he started the manufacturing business, right? Summary transactions recorded in the cash receipt and payment journal. So you can see sales, receipt from debtors. So these are the payments: raw material purchases, payment to creditors, right? Then advance payment of for raw material purchases, wages for machine operator, production supervisor salaries, factory electricity, factory rent, administrative expenses, purchase of machine, total of other prime entry books, sales journal, purchase journal, sales return journal, likewise. Only 10,000 worth of raw material had been received on 27th of April 2016 for the advance payment of raw material purchases. This is not recorded in the books of accounts, right? So 300,000 receivable from debtors is not recorded, and it is to be written off as bad debts. Factory rent per month is 200,000, and rent has been paid for the first quarter. The electricity bill of 50,000 for the month of April has been received on 10th of May 2016. The machines has been useful life of 10 years, and residual life on the machine is depreciated on straight line basis. At the end of the month, the inventory balance was as follows: raw material, work in progress, finished. Until then, the after class කරපු කීප එක්කෙනත් නැහැ බලන්න. right? Right. Okay. The following accounts. Okay, let's prepare the accounts. They are asking about the uh, using T format, right? From section number 4, number 1, right? So sale, Roman number 1, sales account, sales account. Then number 2, right? Data control, Number 2, debtor control. Roman number 3, raw material purchases. Raw material purchases. Then creditor control. Roman number 4, creditor control. Roman number 5, advance payment. Right. Okay. This is home science. And last time, now is home science. Okay. Right. So then in number 2, they're asking about manufacturing accounts. අපි ඒකත් හදමු. දැන් manufacturing accounts කරනවා. මාළකුට කියන්නේ නම් රැයට ක්ලාස් දාන්න කියලා එක්ස්ට්‍රා ක්ලාස් එකක් දැම්ම ගමන් මිනිහා නිදි. Right. So in number 2, they're asking about manufacturing account. Right. So you know whose business is this? This is no single, right? Dimuthu manufacturing business. Dimuthu manufacturing business. Right. Then they're asking about us to prepare manufacturing account for the month end. දැන් පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ මේක සන්ඩේ කරා manufacturing account for the month that first 31st 30th of April 2016. Right. Right. Then after that, just wait. Let's see. You need to know the process, right? So you know the direct material, right? Then plus how to get direct material, I told you. Then you know opening raw material, right? Opening raw material, then plus raw material purchases, right? Then keep two lines because there can be returns and carriage inwards outwards. Then uh, after that closing raw material stock, then you know uh, consumed raw material, then direct labor. We don't know the things in here, right? Keep 2 3 lines, then direct other. There is no any information like I told you in here. Can you remember work in progress goods? We can adjust to the prime cost or the work in progress. Sorry, production overhead cost. So in here, work in progress valued at production cost. So then once you done the keep 2 lines for here, keep 1 line, then the prime cost, then the production overhead cost, production overhead cost. Let's keep 2 3 lines for the sorry, keep lines and let's adjust it later, right? Then after that, in number 3, income statement. So let's prepare the income statement. Number 3, Dimutu manufacturing business. Dimutu manufacturing business, right? So they're asking about uh, income statement. Income statement for the month ended, right? 30th April 2006. All the things using thousands, right? I'm good rounding off to 1000, right? You know the process. Sales, keep 2 lines because there can be sales return, then minus cost of sales, minus cost of sales. Opening stocks plus in here we had, I told you, production cost, production, right? So there can be closing stocks, we don't know exactly, closing stock, then the gross profit plus other income, right? Keep 2 3 lines for the income minus expenses, right? Keep 4 5 lines for that. Value of the following items: property, plant and equipment, and they're asking about number 4, right? Number 4, Roman number 1, PPE using thousands, then uh, prepaid expenses, prepaid expenses, 1000. Then equity, the Roman number 1, Roman number 2, Roman number 3. So the structure is done. Finish the structures drawing and raise your hand. Then let's do it together. ආයි කවදාවත් රෑට ක්ලාස් දාන්න අන්න පස්සේ කියන්න එපා. දීපාන්දර වැඩි අනේ රෑට දාන්න බුද්ධර් කියලා රැක්. Right? Shall we start? Right? Start from the beginning.
1 minute, sir.
Okay, once you done, let me know. Okay, okay, no issue. For the recording, I'll upload it. Right? Shall I start? It's easy. Okay. Right. So, hold on. So let's start. Summary of the transaction recorded cash receipt and payment journal, which means cash things, right? Sales 6,000, right? So when we made a cash sales, you can write it in as sales account credit as cash 6,000, right? So but you know this sales comes to here, but I'm not going to write this 6,000. Why? This is only the cash sales. There can be credit sales as well, right? So done. Receipt from debtors is 2,000, right? So receipt from debtors, write it as 2,000. So in here under debtor control, cash 2,000. In here without the thousands, right? 2,000, right? Then payment, raw material purchases. Now this is a newly started business and investing his personal savings 900,000. Owner invested 900,000, right? So savings, right? So owner invested 900,000. So since it is a newly started business, opening raw material zero, right? Opening stocks also zero. Why? It's a newly started business, right? Then let's go to the second one. Raw material purchases, it's 1,200, right? So this is a raw material purchases, cash basis purchases. There can be credit basis purchases as well. Because of that, I'm going to when it comes raw material purchases, I'll write like 1,200 in here, right? 1.2, because there can be credit basis purchases as well. Hope you got the thing, right? So then after that, let's see. Uh, Payment to creditors 800, right? So when we pay cash to creditors, uh, creditors account debit, right? Cash 800, done, right? Then advance payment for raw material purchases 300. Huh? So when it comes raw material you can see they're asking about raw material purchases, right? So we made advance payment for raw material purchases 300, right? So it's not goes to the raw material purchases account, but it's an we debit to the advance payment, right? Why? When we pay advance payment, cash credit, advance payment account debit, it is a asset. Why? We pay something in advance, it is a asset account, so that's why it debit. So once we purchase the raw material, this is credit, this is debit from the advance, right? Wages paid to machine operator, right? It's rupees 400. There can be no any credit basis transaction for that, right? So අපි ණයට එහෙම දෙන්නේ නැහැ. Wages paid to machine operator 400, you know uh, right? You can write under direct labor wages paid to machine operator, it's rupees 400, which means let's write 0.4. 400 means 0.4. Done. Production supervisor salary. No need to write. Oh my god, all the things in here thousands, right? So since those things are in thousands, you need to write 400 in here, right? These things are also in thousands, right? If so, these figures are in thousands, so accounts also need to rounding off to thousands, and all the accounts should need to round off to thousands, right? Then production supervisor salary is 700, right? You can write under here production overhead cost, production supervisor salary 700, right? Then factory electricity 60, right? Yes, factory electricity 60, right? Factory electricity 60. There is an adjustment in here as well. Electricity bill of 50,000 for the month of April has been received on. These are April month transactions, right? Uh, Factory electricity. How much is it? 60. You can write under production overhead cost, factory electricity, 60, right? Factory rent, uh, factory rent 600. So in here it's just be careful because there can be adjustment when it comes to rent. Now in here these are the payments. Right. Okay. Now you can see electricity bill 50,000 of the month of April has been received. Right. Look here, guys. Now we pay. Right. Just got it. Electricity 60,000. Though we paid electricity 60,000, right? So out amount relevant for the period is I'll take it, right? Electricity bill relevant for the period is 60,000, 50,000. You can see in here, right? So can you hear me? Send me a thumbs up. Electricity bill relevant for the period is 50,000. But we paid. This is the cash transactions, right? But we paid how much? 60,000. We paid 60,000. But electricity bill relevant for the period is 50,000. But it's but you know we pay though these are April month transaction. We paid it. We The bill has been received on uh, May month, right? So which means that so our though the factory electricity bill is 50,000, we paid uh, 60,000. Additional 10,000 we paid, right? So in here you need to write factory electricity as 50,000, right? Okay. We made a advance payment, so not related to here. So not the advance payment, prepaid expenses, electricity, right? You can see we made electricity 10,000, 10,000 as the advance payment. Just remember, though the factory electricity bill is 50,000, we paid 60,000. I'm correcting this one as well, right? Now let's see again about the factory rent. Factory rent per month is 200,000, right? When rent has been paid for the first quarter, right? Okay. So you can see rent relevant. Now in here we concern relevant for the period. Factory rent is 200,000. Just remember, factory rent is 200,000 relevant for the period. But you can see in here we paid how much? Right. Okay. 600,000, right? Which means we paid for 3 months. That's why there is a 600,000, right? So amount relevant for this period is 200,000. So we paid prepaid electricity 10,000, prepaid rent 400,000. Why? Out of 600,000, right? Now per month 200,000, right? So we paid 600,000, which means 400,000 for the upcoming 2 months, May and June. Administration expenses 200,000. I told you administration expenses we bear for office space, right? Not for the factory, right? So if there's administration expenses, it comes under here 200,000. I told you it's clearly it for the outlet, not for the uh, factory. Be careful, right? Next one, purchase of machine 400,000. So right, purchase of machine 400,000, right? So in here there is nothing related to the let's see, machine has a residual value of 10 years, sorry, useful life 10 years and residual 400,000. Machine is depreciated straight line basis, right? Okay, you know, now in here machine cost is 400,000, right? So if so, you can come to here for the PPE schedule and write it as an write the depreciation as well, right? Machine depreciation also comes to the our manufacturing statement, right? Cost is how much? You can see machine cost is 4,000, right? So if you take the depreciation, uh, cost is 4,000, right? So it has a residual value of 400,000, right? So minus 400, right? 400,000, right? And useful lifetime of 10 years. This is for the annual. So we need to find 1 month because this is only for the month related, right? So because this is only for 1 month, so 4,000 minus 400 divide by 10, again divide by 12, which means 30, right? 30 is the depreciation. If so, the net value is 5,000, sorry, 4,000, so 3,970. This is the net value. Net value, because we depreciate only for 1 month as at 31st of 30th of April 2016, right? And just remember, machine depreciation we recorded in, yeah, under production overhead cost. Machine depreciation 3,907, right? Then all the things done, right? Make a part of them, hari. Sales journal 12,000. Sales journal means it is the credit sales, right? So goes to here, right? So you can see sales in here, debtor control, it's rupees 12,000. You can write in here. These things are also using thousands, right? Just see. This is also using thousands. Oh my god. So administration expense, how much? It was administration expense was 200,000 in here, like 6,000 plus 12,000. 6,000 mean here means 6 uh, 6,000 again 000, right? So in here debtor control debit as sales 12,000, right? Debtor control debit as sales 12,000. Done. Purchase journal 8,000, right? So purchase journal in here it says as 8,000, right? In here we got it as let's see here initially we got as 1,200, and you can see uh, there is a sale purchase journal, it's 8,000, right? In here 1,200 was the raw material purchases, so we wrote it as in here raw material purchases 1,000, just write 1,000 initially, right? Then you can see in here again purchase journal 8,000, purchase also it is the raw material purchases, right? So you can write raw material purchases. So under here I forget to write we purchase raw material from cash 1,200, cash 1,200, and creditor 8,000, right? So in here raw material 8,000, right? Then sales return journal it's 500, right? Sales return journal it says as 500. So in here sales return means our we deducted sales return in here, sales return 500, right? You know when we return the goods, you know our uh, data value decreases, you can write sales return 500, right? When it returns, you know our uh, asset decreases. Next one, only 100,000 of worth of raw material has been received on for the advance payment of raw material purchase. This is not been now when it comes to advance payment, out of that we received 100,000 worth of raw material, right? So if so, you know this is the raw material is the advance payment, you can see. So you can write raw material purchases under that 100,000, right? Yeah. So raw material purchases 100,000, right? So raw material purchases in here advance payment 100,000. So we purchase again 100,000 from the advance. This is cash, this is credit, this is from the advance payment. It's also done. 3,000 received from debtors is not recoverable and it should be write off as bad debt. Let's write off uh, as bad debts 300. So you can see debtor control bad debt 300. So bad debts comes to the not production cost statement. It comes to here bad debt 300, right? So at the end of the inventory balance, raw material 300. So raw material closing stock comes to here is 300, right? So closing raw material 300,000. Then next one, work in progress 80. This is closing work in progress. To that we add opening work in progress and we deduct closing work in progress, right? There is no any opening work progress because this is a newly started business. So we deduct closing work in progress. How much? It's rupees 80, right? It's rupees 80. Then finished goods 100. Finished good 100 comes to the SFP, right? So all the things done, right? Yes. Now let's balance from the beginning. You can see in here, uh, it's 18,000. 18,000 again triple zero, right? 18,000. No, it goes to the PNL. 18,000, right? So when it comes to debtor control account, 12,000,
Count again.
12,000. Once you deduct,
Sir,
yes, yes.
sir, manufacturing account එකේ මේ machine depreciation 30,000 එන්නු.
ආවෝ මම කීයද මේ දාලා වැරදුනා sorry, yeah, 30,000, yes, right? In here 2,500, 300. So once you deduct it, BCD 9,200, EBF 9,200, right? Then raw material purchases, because this is an asset account, it goes to BCD BBF. In here 9,300, 9,300. It goes to the you know uh, 9,300. It goes to the actually, you don't need to concern, it goes to the manufacturing statement, which means you can write PNL as well. Actually it goes to the manufacturing statement. See, raw material purchase is also 9,300. Once you balance this way also correct, this way also correct, right? Creditor control 8,000, 8,000, which means 7,200. BCD BBF 7,200, right? right. Then advance payment, it's 300, 300, 200 BCD. It is our asset, right? So if you prepare SFP, it goes as, this is also correct, this is also correct. So raw material consume is 9,000, right? This is 400. So no any direct other expense. So the prime cost is 9,400. So production overhead cost is 980. Yes. So then it's 10,380. Once you deduct it, 10,300 is the total manufacturing cost. Total manufacturing cost. So sales is 18,000 in here. Sales is 18,000. Once you deduct 500, it's 17,500. Production cost we calculated 10,300. So once you deduct it, it's 10,200. So it's then 7,300 is the gross profit. No any other income. Expenses are 500. Then you know then it's 6,800 is the net profit, right? So you can see the thing. Then 410 is the total prepaid expenses. Equity, you can see owner invested capital in the opening part, beginning part. It says owner invested this much. You can see owner invested how much? 900,000, right? So to 900,000 you need to add profit. Profit is uh, in here 900, so you need to add 6,800, right? Once you add the equity 7,700, right? Is everything, right? අමාරුයි කියලා පෙනුනට අමාරු නෑ. ඔක්කොම ටික දන්නවනම් හරි. දැන් ඔක්කොම දන්න. Finish it and raise your hand. right? Okay, it's fine, right? So this is the end. ඔයාට මේ ඔක්කොම පුළුවන්. මේවා ලොකු අමාරුයි කියලා හිතන්න එපා. easy විදියට ගන්න ඕනේ, right? ඇති දෙයක් නෑ මේක. මේ පොඩි පොඩි ඇඩ්ජස්ට්මන්ට්ස් තියෙන. දැන් මේ මේ බාන එක්සාම්පල් එකක් ගත්තොත් එහෙම මේ ඉලෙක්ට්‍රිසිටි අපි මේ හැමතිස්සෙම මතක තියාගන්න මැනුෆැක්චරින් ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එකත් අපි හදන්නේ ඇක්රුවල් කන්සෙප්ට් එකේ. අනේ ඒකත් මතක තියාගන්න. easy creative guys, send me a thumbs up, right? manufacturing statement එක අපි හදන්නේ accrual concept එකේ, right? amount relevant for the period we recorded, right? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ රැයට ගණන් හදුවට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මොකද එකපාර ගාන හදද්දි වෙලාව යනවා තේරෙන්නේ, right? Okay, now you know in here, right? So බලන්න කොච්චර ලේසිද කියලා. මේ පොඩි පොඩි දේවල් දින ඔයා ඔක්කොම ස්ට්‍රක්චර්ස් ටික ගහගත්තා නම් ලේසි. අපි මේකත් ඉවර කරමු EPFTF 2017 වල අපි ඒක කරේ නෑනේ. මොකද අපි හැම එකකින්ම වගේ EPFTF ටික කරා නේද? මං හරිනේ ඉක්ම.
ඇස් එකක එකක දවසක
right? ඇහුන්නේ
නෑ කරේ නෑ.
නෑ. මං කියන්නේ කලින් ඒවා වල අපි කරානේ මේ කැරෙන්නේ.
MCQ එකක් දවසක අන්න එක ක්වෙස්චන් එකක් කරා මේ 2018 එකක් කරා. ඔව් 2018 එක විතරයි සර්.
අපි කරේ ඒකද? ඊට කලින් ඒවා කරේ නෑනේ.
නෑ
ඒකයිද කරේ? ඒතකොට ඊට කලින් එකක්වත් EPFTF කරේ නැද්ද?
නෑ
මට මතක නිකන් කරා වගේ.
කරලා නෑ සර්.
කරේ නෑනේ. එහෙනම් මේකත් ඕනේ. අපි එකයිනේ කරේ. I thought we did everything, right? Okay, then this is enough for today. So we finished 2016, right? So then 15 is the pending thing, right? And these are the pending the thing. Right. So 2015 is the pending thing, right? Okay. Then let's do 15 on Saturday. Saturday අපිට බැරිද උදෙන්ම දාගන්න like 6?
අයියෝ සර් අනේ
ඇයි රෑටත් බෑ උදේටත් බෑ මොනවද කරන්නේ?
රෑට බෑ කිව්වද? මේ
රෑට
වගේ ටයිම් වල දාන්න මම අද
රෑටත් බෑ. අපි
රෑට
මේ සැටර්ඩේ මේ ෆ්‍රයිඩේ උදේ කරමුද? ෆ්‍රයිඩේ නිවාඩුවක් තියෙනවා නේද? ෆ්‍රයිඩේ
නයිට් ටයිම්
නයිට් ටයිම් බෑනේ ක්ලාසස් තියෙනවා කියනවනේ. උදේ කියන්නේ early
ඔව්.
morning නෙමෙයි මම හිතන්නේ මේ 10 11 වගේ.
ඔය කියන ඒවා ගණන් ගන්න එපා සර් ඉස්කෝලේ යන්නේ නෑනේ
නෑ ෆ්‍රයිඩේ ස්කූල්ස් නෑ නිවාඩු.
යකෝ ෆ්‍රයිඩේ හජ්ජි.
ෆ්‍රයිඩේ නිවාඩු. ඉතින් හජ්ජි වලටත් ඉස්කෝලේ යනවද?
ඔව් හජ්ජියකටත් යනවා
ආර
සර්
කැපගේ.
මුගේ බොරු මුගේ කම්මැලිකම.
ෆ්‍රයිඩේ අපි කරමු. අවුලක් නෑ.
පෝයටත් යනවා හජ්ජියකටත් යනවා අවුරුද්දටත් යනවා ඔක්කොටම යනවා
උඹ ගෙදර ඉන්න එපා දවස් 7න් ඵලයන්.
180 වටිනවනේ ඒක
මේ මොනවද රෙජිස්ටරි මාක් කරන කියන හජ්ජි දවසෙත් තියෙනවා. මේ මේක ඉවර කරගන්න මට ඕනේ. මට පැය 3ක් 4ක් තිබ්බනම් I can finish everything in here. මට පැය 4ක් වගේ
සර්
තිබ්බනම්
ෆ්‍රයිඩේ නයිට්ද?
නයිට් බෑනේ. ඔයගලන්ට ක්ලාස් නේද?
නෑ පහමාරනකන් විතර.
ෆ්‍රයිඩේ නයිට් කරලා ආයෙ සැටර්ඩේත් කරන්න ගියාම හරි අමාරුයි. early morning. සැටර්ඩේත් අපි 7 කරන එක I thought like doing 10 වගේ හරිද? 10 to 1 වගේ.
ඕනිත්
ඔව් morning
පුළු
10ට අවුලක් නැහැ. මම බලලා
අවුලක් නෑ.
මම බලලා මැනේජ් කරලා දාන්න. right.
සර් වැඩ කරන්න අයකෝ මයික් එක කොහොමද දන්නේ වැඩ කරේ අර ඇයි?
එදාම් බොරු right. Okay, so this is enough to be මටත්
ෆෝන් එක
ස්කූල් යන්න
So,
තියෙනවා.
ඉඳහම මං කියනවා ඔය
Right.
ඉකෝ ක්ලාස් එකේ තමයි මයික් ඕන් කරන්නේ.
Right. හරි. So let's meet on upcoming week. මං කියන්න Thursday class තියෙනවා. 25 එක miss වුණා. Friday තියෙනවා. මේ Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday හතරම තියෙනවා හොඳේ. Right. ඔයාට බල join වෙන්න. අර management accounting ආවේ නැත්නම් සඳිල්ලෙම හිටියේ නෑ. ඒව recordings බලන්න. දැම්ම cover කරලා තියාගන්න. ඒතර ඔයාට මාරම benefit. මොකද මම ඔය මේ ටියුට් එක හදලා තියෙන management accounting ආයි සුපිරියටම හදලා තියෙන ඔක්කොම දාලා තියෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? දාන්න බාන්න thumbs up. management accounting ටියුට් එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ ඔක්කොම දාලා stock levels වෙනකන් අපි කරලා තියෙන්නේ. right. ආයි ඔයාට මේ දැන් ඔයාට ආයි මේකෙත් වෙනවා කියන්නේ දෙපාරක්ම වෙනවා. right. So okay, let's meet on Saturday. Sorry, I'll tell you, right? Update at dinner, right? Thank you for the participation. Good night. And God bless.
Thank you sir. Good night sir.
Okay.
Bye Sandeep.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
nice. Bye.